Hello, beautiful souls. Today I want to talk about something we all experience. It is the feeling of being overwhelmed. It's that moment when the waves of life feel like they are crashing over you, one after another, without a moment to catch your breath. We have all been there. We have all felt the weight of the world on our shoulders. It might be the loss of a job, the ache of a broken heart, the quiet worry that keeps you awake in the middle of the night. It is a universal truth that life will present us with storms. These are the moments that test us, that stretch us, and that ultimately have the power to transform us if we let them. These storms are not a sign that you have done something wrong. So what does it mean to find grace when life feels like it is falling apart? What is this thing we call grace? For me, grace is the quiet whisper that says, "You can get through this." It is not a loud, booming voice. It is a gentle, loving energy that meets you right where you are, in the middle of your mess, in the heart of your pain. Grace is the unearned, undeserved gift of love and strength that shows up when you need it most. It is that moment of unexpected kindness from a stranger. It is the sudden feeling of peace that washes over you for no apparent reason. It is the strength you did not know you had to take one more step. Grace does not ask you to be perfect. In fact, grace shows up most powerfully when we are at our most vulnerable. It is in the admitting, "I can't do this alone," that we open the door for grace to enter. When you feel the panic rising, when your heart is racing and your thoughts are spinning out of control, what is the one tool you always have with you? It is your breath. It is so simple, so fundamental that we often forget its incredible power. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment. Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel the air fill your lungs. Feel your belly expand. Hold it for just a moment. And now slowly exhale through your mouth. Let it all go. The tension in your shoulders, the worry in your mind, the tightness in your chest, let it soften. A deep, conscious inhale and a long, slow, complete exhale. Can you feel that? A subtle shift, a tiny space of calm that you just created for yourself. This is your power. When you breathe deeply and slowly, you are activating your parasympathetic nervous system. When we are surrounded by darkness, it can feel impossible to see any light. When life is hard, our focus naturally narrows to what is wrong, what is missing, what hurts. But what if I told you there is a practice that can shift your entire perspective, even when circumstances do not change? That practice is gratitude. Gratitude is the conscious act of turning your attention to what is good in your life, no matter how small. It is a powerful spiritual muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. It does not mean you deny the pain. It simply means you do not let the problems be the only thing there. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate this practice is to start a gratitude journal. Every single day, perhaps before you go to sleep, write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big things. I am grateful for the taste of my morning coffee. I am grateful for the comfortable pair of socks I wore today. I am grateful for the 5 minutes of sunshine I felt on my face. When you commit to this practice, something amazing begins to happen. You start training your brain to look for the good. Instead of seeing only lack, you begin to see abundance. Gratitude opens your heart. It softens the edges of your pain and allows a little bit of light to seep in. We live in a culture that often celebrates rugged individualism. We are taught to be strong, to handle things on our own, to never let them see us sweat. But that is a myth. The deepest truth is, we need each other. We are wired for connection. In our greatest struggles, one courageous thing is to reach out. Pick up the phone, send that text. Tell a trusted friend, "I am not okay. I need help." This is not weakness, it's strength. Think about carrying something heavy. Carrying it alone for too long strains your muscles, makes your back ache, and eventually you must put it down. If someone says, "Here, let me take a side," the load becomes lighter. Sharing pain with someone compassionate lightens the weight. Speaking your truth can take its power away. It brings what's hidden into the light where healing can begin. Who is on your lifeline? Who can you be your whole, messy, beautiful self with? Make a list. They'll sit with you in the dark without fixing. They'll listen without judgment. They'll remind you of your strength. Nurture these connections. Don't wait for crisis. Call to say hello. My dear friends, If there is one thing I want you to take away from our time together today, it is this: the storm will pass. I know that when you are in the middle of it, it feels like it will last forever. The wind howls, the rain beats down, and you cannot see an inch in front of your face. But I want you to hold this truth in your heart like a sacred promise. No storm lasts forever. Just as surely as the sun sets, it will also rise. The dawn will come. It always, always does. The practices we have talked about, the breath, gratitude, connection, these are the ways you learn to dive. They are the tools that help you access the peace that is already and has always been a part of who you are. So be gentle with yourself on this journey. Be kind. There will be days when you feel like you are taking 2 steps back for every step forward. That is part of the process. Just keep breathing. Keep looking for the small things to be grateful for. Keep reaching out. Trust the process. Trust that you are being held by something far greater than your temporary troubles. Place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady beat. That is the rhythm of life. That is the rhythm of hope.